see you once I start recording. But anyways, hey everybody, I can't see you right now. My laptop's getting all gathered and stuff, but we're back at it again. So we got Melvin Hart Jr., Reverend Melvin Hart Jr. now. And then I'm technically Reverend too, but you don't have to call me that. I'm Sean Christopher Jenkins. All right. So you guys know we do a lot here at Uplift past Crossroads. I got a treat for you guys today. So there's something fun fact, we're not really ready for this video, but we are. I've been studying this one verse in the Bible for about 8 months now, so close to a year. And when I saw it, it really stood out to me. So I have two playlists on my YouTube channel, on our YouTube channel, that's means a lot to me. And so the playlist on our YouTube channel that you guys should check out after this video. So make sure to like this video. You're gonna love it, right? But Uplift past Crossroads, the two playlists that mean a lot to me is verses of the day, or verse of the day, and then the book of Proverbs. So anytime we do videos, you'll always see those videos go towards these playlists if it's covering the book of Proverbs or a verse from the Bible, which today we're covering a verse in the Bible. And so the verse in the Bible we're going to cover is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 4. And I'm going to read different translations so you guys can get a good understanding of what this verse means. But just watch this, all right? So, and this is what we're going to talk about the whole video, right? So Proverbs 12, verse 4 reads, "A wife of noble character is her husband's crown, but a disgraceful wife is like decay in her bones." So that's the New International Version Bible. The New Living Translation Bible reads, "A worthy wife is a crown for her husband, but a disgraceful woman is like cancer in his bones." Right? You got to read King James Version. All right, so a virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. Right? And you guys know, if you tune into our channel before, Uplift past Crossroads, this is our 554th video. And this is my first time with Melvin actually focusing on a Bible verse. So this is about to get really deep because he's another pastor. When you got pastors together, collaborating on a verse is really, really deep, right? And so I know it's going to happen. All right, so get ready. But in Proverbs, another verse I did was with Vincent. It was Proverbs 14:30. I'm going to read it. It goes with Proverbs chapter 12, verse 4 as well. Right? So watch this. So Proverbs 14, verse 30. So this is another verse that means a lot to me. So this is actually a life verse. So I remember this one. And it stuck with me forever, right? So Proverbs 14:30 reads, "A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones." So it's the same thing, right? The New Living Translation of Proverbs 14:30, "A peaceful heart leads to a healthy body. Jealousy is like cancer in the bones," right? "A sound heart is life of the flesh, but envy is rottenness to the bones." So the question is, what is rottenness to the bones? So me and Vincent talked about that in our last video we did on Proverbs 14:30. There's things in life that can make you worse than what you are right now. There's things in life that can make, awful situations in life that happen, even worse than the situation that you're in already in life, right? And there's things that can make you bitter. See, with that Proverbs 14, verse 30 verse, first thing I want to say is like a proverb. I love the book of Proverbs. It's my favorite book in the Bible. And I haven't studied every book like that, but with the book of Proverbs, just so much wisdom in it. And it helps you and prevents you from, putting yourself in situations that's really hard to get out of. And that's what this verse is doing, actually, in Proverbs 12:4. It's warning men on what kind of woman to look for, what type of woman to marry. And that's actually, it does that a lot in the book of Proverbs. It doesn't do that just in one place. So most of us know Proverbs 31, which we're probably covering in the video. But book of Proverbs, Proverbs 12:4 is warning men, there's two types of women to look for. And one's going to be a heartache for you. One's going to be like rottenness in your bones. And the thing with rottenness, I'm going to talk about this a lot in the video, but rottenness ain't just something that's all rusty, crusty, and raggedy and all that stuff, right? It's something that's decaying. It's decaying and it's getting worse, right? When rottenness, when something rots, it only gets worse. It doesn't get better, and you can't get rid of rottenness. And then on top of that, rottenness is something that spreads, and permeates, and it even rots things that weren't rotten before. And if something that's close to rottenness, it could be on a totally different object, but if the object's close to another object that's rotten, it can get rotten too. So it's kind of like, a spoiled apple spoils the bunch. So like that's one way of looking at it.
Yeah.
So like you can have, a great marriage and everything like that. Like everything could be going good. And it's kind of like 1 Corinthians 15:33, evil company corrupts good habits. So like just one thing off can ruin everything. Right? So I'm gonna read
Uh,
the verse again. I want you guys to think about what I said, and we'll just stick there for the video. Right? So Proverbs 12, verse 4. Let's read the New King James Version. An excellent wife is a crown of her husband, but she who causes shame is like rottenness in his bones. So I'll let Melvin take it over. Like, Mel, what you think about this verse? You want me to keep on holding it up on the screen, or you want to? All
no, you ain't
right.
got to. I mean, in in a sense, it's like a thorn in the man's side.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I take it. A thorn in the man, because it's a headache. Had to deal with a person with a rotten attitude. I mean, and that's how I look. And right now, that's what I can think about. I mean, because you want a woman who got your back. You want a woman who's doing this, a woman who's doing that. But a woman who is just bitter and sad all the time. Who wants to deal with that? Who wants to be bothered with that? Um, I mean, in Ephesians 5, it says, treat your wife like you'll treat
Right.
yourself. How can you treat your wife like yourself if your wife is bitter? You know, I mean, I hate to say it like that, but it is what it is. So that's why, sometimes as men, we can't think with the small head. We got to think with the big head. And we have to ask questions and find out. Um, I know one thing that I have a daughter. And one of the things that I talk to my daughter with, is about relationship. And me and her have a real good loving attitude. And so I told her one time, I said, hey, you want to know anything about man? Find out how he treat his mama. Find out how and vice versa. If a man want to know about a woman, find out how that woman treats her daddy or the relationship with her daddy. Because how she is with her daddy is how she gonna be with him.
Mm-hmm.
That's how she gonna be with him.
Right.
So that I hope I answers your question.
No, dude. Like, so yeah, like, cause like I told you, man, it's just different ways to tackle this video. You can focus on a foolish woman and like what wife brings shame, like, or you can focus on like what is the qualities of a virtuous woman that doesn't bring shame and stuff like that. And so we'll just focus on
Yeah.
like the one that brings shame, because like you know, first of all, that text is so deep because like you want to marry somebody you're proud of. You want to marry somebody that won't bring you shame. You want to marry
Yeah.
somebody who you're not just proud of, but like you brag about. And if you don't, like that's a
Yeah.
problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you marry somebody that you gotta hide? Why would you marry somebody that I mean you're embarrassed to be with? Like that's awful. Like you don't have to people
Yeah.
are
It
out
is.
there like that you would love. Like you want to
Right.
marry somebody that like is a crown. Like it's something that you wear. It's a garment. Because that's literally what
Yeah.
marriage is. Like so, me and Mel, we want to do a video basically on marriage with you guys. So like, and this is it. Like we're putting you on game, and it all comes from the book of Proverbs. And like we talk about all the time at Uplift Crossroads, like a proverb is a general statement made about life, a general observation about life, and from those observations and statements, they're lessons about life. And if we apply those lessons to our life, we'll be prosperous and successful in everything we do, right? Just like the Bible promises, right? Because this is wisdom, right? And
Mm-hmm.
wisdom comes from God. Because God knows how to live life better than
Right.
everybody else. But like, yeah, well, like with a an excellent wife, that's a crown, man. Like, what is a crown, right? I looked up the definition, and then this is gonna really bring the video home, Mel. Watch this. Like, all right, so if you Google what crown is, this is what it says. So I'm gonna make this bigger, and hopefully you guys can see it pretty good. We'll see. I mean, yeah, that ain't too bad. All right, we'll take it. All right, so a crown is a singular ornament headdress worn by a monarch as a symbol of authority. Ooh, usually made of decorated with
Wow.
precious metals and jewels. So it's a headband, right? It's a peak and a pinnacle, a tip and a head. Ooh, what you say to think with, Melvin? Your head.
Yeah.
So when you married,
Wow.
bro, like you can't make decisions just based on how you want to make decisions. You're not single no more. You are
Mhm.
you're intertwined and becoming one with somebody. So y'all think in one accord. Like you got to work together. You're a team now. You're a unit. It it represents you, right? The thing it said
Yeah.
was it's a decorated precious metal, so it's precious. It's a symbol.
Hmm.
So when you marry somebody, you're not alone no more. It's not just you. People don't just think about you no more. They think about you and
Right.
your wife and your husband, right? They think about both of y'all two together, right? They don't think about y'all separate. So like when they think about me, they think about my wife, Maya Jenkins. Now they
Yeah.
don't just think about me no more. Like kind of like Jay Z and Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a bad example, but
Yeah.
like we think of them together, right? We think of Mr. and Mrs. Smith together. Like you see what I'm saying? You think of any couple, we think about them together. We don't think about them apart, all alone, separate, independent. Because you can't function like that. So every decision, every type of action is based on your crown. Because this is the team you're on. It's a headband, right? It's the symbol
Yeah.
of authority. So it's where you have positioned yourself, right? Is where you have power,
Hmm.
right? Ceremonially place a crown on the head of someone in order to invest them as a monarch, right? Invest, install, ordain, inaugurate, enthrone, swear in, rest on, or form the top of something, right? So like that's a crown. Like it's a crown of so many things, right? It's a decoration. Like I love that too. So like it's a prize.
Yeah.
I waited on my wife. You see what I'm
Basically.
saying? Like it talk about that
Yeah.
in the Bible. Like there's oh yeah, it's Proverbs 31. Like that's what I was saying. Like so Proverbs 12:4 relates with Proverbs 31. So I need to do more research on it, but I heard like the book of Proverbs 31 was a wife writing to her son, telling him what to look for in a wife, what to him to look for in love. Let's just read it. Maybe it's the first verse, but it starts in verse 10, like when it talks about the wife of noble character. So Proverbs 31, verse 10 reads, a wife of noble character who can find? She is worth more than precious rubies. That's what I want to do that right
Right.
there. Right. So a
Hmm.
wife is more precious than any type of investment you could ever make. She's more precious and more valuable than any riches on the earth. So you can have $1 million, $1 billion. It will pale in comparison to a good and excellent wife. Like, and I'm just talking about from a man's standpoint. So, like, when you find an excellent wife, when you find a good wife, somebody that literally compliments you. Like one of my favorite verses is a life verse. It's Genesis chapter 2, verse 18. I gotta look it up because I haven't seen it in a while. But
24.
what you saying?
Is it 2 and
No,
24? Therefore, a man shall leave his father
no,
and
not
mother.
that one.
Nah, my
It's two,
bad.
dang, is that 24 for real? It's Genesis 2:18. It says now
Okay,
you
my
good.
bad.
I mean, but that's crazy because that's in the same spot though. It's still Genesis 2, right? So Genesis 2:18 reads, the Lord God said, it is not good for a man to be alone. I will make him a helper suitable to him. Right? I was trying to get at the other versions, but like he said, I'll make him a helper, a woman who compliments him, somebody who's right with him, who compliments him. So like who's suitable to him. Because like guys, like you can't just marry anybody. You can't just be with anybody.
Right.
Like stuff just don't work. You can't be on every team in the world because you're not meant to be on every team. You can't function well on every team. Not every team will appreciate you, right? You can't wear everybody and represent everybody, right? Because not everybody accepts you and wants
Uh-huh.
you to represent them. Like, and that's way deeper than what I'm saying. Like, you see what I'm saying? I'm talking about dating marriage, right?
Yeah.
Like, so like I
Right.
said, marriage is a team commitment. It's an agreement. Like, so like you're saying in every decision, everywhere you go, however you act, like I'm gonna love my wife in this moment. I'm gonna love my husband in this moment. Like, and the wife that brings shame is somebody who doesn't do that. So that means that they post on
Yeah.
Instagram and on social media showing off their booty, their breasts, stuff like that, showing too much because they're trying to get attention. right? So
Yeah.
like, there's nothing okay with that. Like, that means like you're not getting enough attention from your man, because why you got to get
Yeah.
attention from every other man to feel like you're
Yeah.
valuable and lovable? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're worth
It-
more than that. Go ahead, Mel.
I was gonna say, another thing is, and I know it's bad to live with a woman before you get
Mm-hmm.
married, but in a sense, if you're gonna do it, you need to pay attention. And the reason why I say that, because what I'm about to say, it goes with, I think it's Proverbs 14:2, a woman who, basically, I'm gonna sum it up. Basically, a woman who's about her business is gonna bring up the house, but a woman who ain't about the business gonna tear it
Ooh,
down.
yeah.
And that woman's gonna tear it down. She ain't the woman for you if you the opposite of what she talking
Mhm.
about. Because that right there defines everything right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. How you do anything is how you do everything. Like, there's a way that an excellent and a worthy wife operates. Like,
Yeah.
a promiscuous, like a foolish wife would never do. Like, and that's just like Melvin said, they just neglect the more important things. Like, Jesus, everything in life's good,
Hmm.
right? That's what God says, and His Word says everything in life's good. But even Paul said it. Not everything's beneficial. Not everything's the best. Like, so what's the best possible thing to do? And do you do it, or do you do what's okay to do? Because like, it's kind of what Jesus said with the Pharisees. Like, He said, "You are whitewashed tombs." Like, you guys do some good things, but like, you've neglected the most important things, which is love, joy. I mean, love, mercy, and something else like justice, something like that. Like, so like, these are things you've forsaken the most. Like, your relationship with God. Like, you you replace the law with God, right? Like,
Yeah.
you forsake. You make these things greater, the Ten Commandments, than like your relationship with God. And it wasn't even Ten Commandments. Those commandments y'all added to it, right? So like, it's
Hmm.
the same thing in marriage and relationships. Like, an awful relationship. Let's just talk about awful relationship. It's when one person or both people prioritize things that shouldn't be prioritized. Like, you make
Right.
things bigger than what they really are and should be. And you neglect the most important things, right? Kids, for example, of sex. I would say
Yeah.
sex, not to everybody. That's not important, but like, in a marriage, come on, man. Like, let's be real. Like, like, that's important.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
even money, like, you can't not make money. You have to have something coming in. Like, and then you have to, what do you do with the money when you do get it? So you gotta be able to you gotta work on your the way you delegate tasks. The way you do
Yeah.
everything. So, honestly, money is just a microcosm of what's really going on. Like, whatever your situation is a
Hmm.
microcosm of everything that's going on in your life, right? And you should be paying attention, because if you take care of money, you're really taking care of everything, kind of. I mean, that's not
Yeah.
true either, but you guys see what I'm saying. But yeah, Mel,
Y-
go
You
ahead. Yeah.
know, but you said something interesting earlier, though. In order to have a good marriage, there is no such thing of a 50-50
Hmm.
relationship. There is no such thing. Please get that out. People get it out your mind. You gotta give more than 50%. You want half of a person's time, half of your love, half of this, half of that, or you because when you stay in your lane and you try to work and you worry about giving 100%, hey, that's gonna take up all your
Yeah.
time. You ain't got time for nobody else or nothing else.
Yeah.
Literally. But if you're not trying to work out it and you want to show your shoulders, one, don't even get married.
Hmm.
It's just that
Right.
simple. If you're not willing to work at your marriage, don't get
Yeah.
married. If you're willing to work and put the time in and reap the benefits of a beautiful wife or of a happy wife, put the time
Right.
in. Give 100%. And it's vice versa with a
Yeah.
woman. And then you will see that, like a boy on Love Jones said, it's not exhausted. The love is not
Hmm.
exhausted. Seriously.
That's good. Come out, I go with the verse, man. So today's video, just in case you just now tuning in. All right. So today's video is on Proverbs 12, verse 4. And this is a verse
Yeah.
that means a lot to me. Mel, is this your first time seeing this verse, or you seen it before?
Yeah, it is.
What were
It
your
is.
thoughts when you first saw it, man? Like, what came to your mind?
Wow. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like a rottenness to the bones. And it kind of hit home and the reason why I say that, because hope my wife don't see this.
Man,
But no, I'm just playing. But the thing is, when she's mad, and it feel like everything because she get mad, everybody else is
right.
mad. So when and just like you were talking about with the apple and how when a one round apple ruins the bunch. When she's mad, everybody mad. But when she happy, everybody's
Yeah.
happy. And I can see that.
Right. That's crazy. That's what this verse is saying, bro. Like, that's how much
Yeah.
power women have. Like, bro, like, I can't stand, like, I understand, like, to some people they think the Bible's patriarchal and misogynistic, and especially in American culture, especially masculinity. Like, yeah, it can get to that point, right? Sexist thing,
Yeah.
but like, and they think like women don't that we don't value women and stuff like that, and the Bible don't. But nah, the Bible does. Like I would say men lead, right? But women, oh my
Uh-huh.
gosh, like you want to see a home that goes to crap quick? We're seeing it right
Man.
now with men, but like imagine if a woman neglects and doesn't nurture. Like imagine if a woman like just
Wow.
forsakes being caring, which is happening right now
Yeah.
too. Like, bro, it's the most ugliest thing you ever seen in your life. Like a woman,
You
a
ain't
woman
never
who is
lying.
selfish, thinks about me all the time. Like, bro, women don't operate like that. Like, not a. Come on, I'm gonna be completely honest, and this is probably bad. A lot of people gonna probably not agree with it, but they're not Christian, so like it don't matter. But like, there's nothing. Oh, dang, I forgot what I was gonna say, but like, you know what? I'm gonna go there. Like when I was the women that I had the most problems with growing up, Mel, are the ones that really irked me. Are the ones that like they think they're so pretty, so beautiful,
Yeah.
and everybody tells them, but like they got such a big head and they're so
Yeah.
conceited. There's three
Yeah.
different types of pride, but that's one pride. One pride is thinking you more bigger than your bridges, and you just
Mm.
everything. How mighty is that fall gonna be for you? You know, like,
Yeah.
then there's another type of pride too, like that's like it's the complete opposite actually. Like you don't think that you are anything, so like you elevate everything else, like you make everything an idol, like it shouldn't be. So
Yeah.
like it's different spectrums of that. But like yeah, like that's what I was trying to say. Like with women, man, like those are the worst women on the earth, man. Like the women,
You
and I say that because social media is like that. The ones that are real pretty, Mel, what do? They show
mm,
everything, man. You don't have to do that. You don't. Like you
no.
got it. What?
What's funny what you just
What?
said? Because I remember in high school and in college, the ones who thought they were real cute, those are ones I ain't gonna say on purpose. I ignored my doggone
Hmm.
self. But they tried their best to get my attention because I ain't giving them
Hmm.
attention.
Yeah.
Because they wanted their
Right.
attention. I'm like, man, no, I ain't giving it
That's
to you. So I'll walk
right.
away. Look at them, won't look them in the face, won't look them in the eye. They're like, hey. I'm like, oh, what's up? And I keep it
Hmm.
going. And they'll get,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're
You want?
right. Those are ones I can't
Yeah.
stand too. Because they think they're better than everybody
Right.
else.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you want to make a woman mad, that's so powerful. No, you want to make a woman mad. All you gotta do is not give them attention. Ignore them. That's
Right.
all you gotta do, right? But like, um, but we
Yeah.
talking about a wife though. Like you don't do that to your wife. Like this verse can be flipped because there's husbands that are writing this to the bones to their wives. Like, so I'm gonna go to this verse, man.
Yeah.
Mel, this is getting deep, bro. Let's go there. Like, so the New American Standard Bible from Proverbs 12:4, an excellent wife is a crown to her husband, but she who shames him is like rottenness in his bones. Like, so a virtuous wife. See, that's the key though. It says an excellent wife, a virtuous wife, a wife of noble character, like a capable wife. Bro, not every woman is capable. Not every woman is helpful. Not every woman is a jewel. Like, not every woman is
Right.
virtuous. Not every woman has strength of character. Like, you see what I'm saying? Not every woman brings pride and joy. Like, bro, like, there's a woman and men. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you can flip it. But like this talking about women, like there's a certain type, like what I like what Mel said earlier. He said like with women, you guys kind of dictate a lot of things. Like this talking about in a home. Like you see what I'm saying? Kind of a setting
Hmm.
in a home. Like in a home, y'all dictate everything. So however a woman is, that's what the house is gonna be technically. But the men play a part
Yeah.
too. But I would argue, like maybe because I'm a guy, but like my wife, like she set her attitude, sets the tone for the home. Cause like I'm not gonna be with my kids like my wife. So if something's wrong with my
Right.
wife, my kids are gonna act and be the same way as she is. So like I gotta get my, I gotta what you need, babe? You see what I'm saying? Like you need attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so like man, if you want a good wife and an excellent wife, man, like first of all, they're not looking for those kind of things. Like they don't live for attention. Cause that's
Nah.
not good character. That's not strength of character. That's not a virtuous wife. Like they have different
Right.
goals and priorities. So like if that's what you have in a wife or a girlfriend, that's a red flag. Like with a girlfriend, right? Like somebody who, like I said earlier, this is getting deep, whose priorities are wrong and off. So like you're worried about getting certain. I mean, yeah, social media has a place, but like, what do you do with your social media platform? So many people are just Mel, something else I can't stand? Like, if we talking about like biblical stuff, right? Just women who only post their
Uh-huh.
face. Like they only post what they look like. Like if you go on their page, all you see is photos of them. That's all you
Yeah.
see is just photos of them, bro. That's so conceited. Like I understand it's your page. People want to see you, but like, can you, like what else you got to offer?
Right.
What else is going
Right.
on in your life?
That's
Yeah,
why. That's the main reason why you what do you call it? What's that word I'm looking for? Oh, you tell your wife and your daughter, man, y'all beautiful. Y'all beautiful. You look good. You know what I'm saying? You look nice. You gotta compliment them. Not to boost their head up. Nah. So when another man try to come in and be like, "Oh, baby, you look good," this, that, and the other. Well, my husband tell me
right,
that. You know what I'm saying? You already done sat there and took care of that at
yeah,
home. But if you don't take the time out to, tell your wife that you opening the door up for other
right,
stuff.
yeah. I want to talk about because this verse is talking about Proverbs 31. I want to read Proverbs 31. Because Mel's gonna help the video, bro. Like if I go there, it's about to get real deep. So just in case you just now tuning in. So the key verse, and I want you guys your guys' thoughts too. So it's Proverbs 24. A worthy woman is the crown of her husband, and she that maketh ashamed is his rottenness in his bones. So like I ain't even talking about the rottenness part. I'm really talking about the crown. Like what is an excellent and worthy and helpful and virtuous and capable wife? That's the key word for me is capable, right? Look at a capable wife, right? Watch
Yeah.
this. So this Proverbs 31 and it's 10 through 31. I'm probably not gonna read all of it, but let's get there. So a wife of noble character who can find? She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her. Oh my God. You gotta
Man.
see that? Her husband. Her
Yeah.
husband doesn't doubt her, bro. Her husband finds her reliable. How many women are reliable and can be trusted, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he can put his confidence, his faith, his trust in her. Oh my gosh. She lacks nothing of value. See, not every woman brings value, just like not every man brings value. Like, what is valuable? What that is a deep thing. Like that's so many things. What's valuable? I'll tell you what's valuable, right? And let's just break this down. So so she lacks nothing of value. So like and that's a debatable question because like Mel, what's something valuable for you that your wife gives you, right? And then what's
Uh-huh.
something valuable for me that my wife gives me? I started off like kids, like you know what I'm saying, like um that's my legacy. And then also my wife, she's always making sure that they're okay. Always making sure, well,
Yeah.
he's okay right now, but she's always making provisions to, meet his needs. Like one thing, Mel, I'll tell you this. Like what makes my wife real valuable is, and I haven't told her this yet. Uh, she uh, she puts Zion before herself. Like I looked at my Amazon cart and we share the same Amazon account. She literally been giving gifts just for him instead of herself. I'm like, what are
Wow.
you doing? Like, spoil and give yourself something. What are you? Why are you worried about him? Like, he needs this. And
Yeah.
that's her response. See, like a good wife, and that's just one example. Like how you do anything is how you do everything. Like that's how she operates. Like she puts us before
Hmm.
herself. Like she's always serving. Is never selfish, right? And she's always making sure we're
Uh-huh.
okay and lack nothing because she wants to be.
Mm.
And so this is where that verse is going. You see what I'm saying? Mel, did you have anything or want me to keep on going?
No, you can keep on going. I'm digging
All
what you
right, yeah,
got. I'm digging what you're
watch this,
saying.
man. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. All right. So
Wow.
that one's really important to remember. All right. So this is what makes her valuable, right? And she does this all the time. This ain't a one-time thing. All right. I'm gonna highlight that too. I'm highlighting it so when I go back, I can tear it up. Right. She selects wool and
Yeah.
flax and works with eager hands. So she's always working. And she's yeah, that actually is really important too. Selects. All right. So she delegates, she prioritizes, she makes sure she's doing the right things, right? And this is gonna everything's coming back together. So she is like the merchant ships bringing her food from afar. That's investing. That's investing right there. All right. She gets up.
You know the beautiful thing about what you saying about
What?
this? She's not being
Nah.
selfish. And that's a beautiful thing because the fact that she's not putting herself selfish, that means when it's time for when she got your back and you down on your luck, she's gonna make sure everything is good except her nails in
Right,
her
and,
hair.
and that's the thing, man. Like Mel, this is the type of woman I'm used to, bro. Like in my family, like, and it's not like that outside my family. Every once in a while, I'll stumble upon it, but like women that are so they prioritize like their family so much that like everybody loves mama. Like mama everything.
Yeah.
Like she done too much for me to ever like curse her, to not honor her. Like you gotta be kidding me. I wish somebody would talk about my mama. You know what I'm saying? You don't
No,
know
that's
her. Like
right.
you don't know what she ever done for me, bro. Like she's always been there for
Yeah.
me. She's never let me down. Like anytime I needed her, she was there. When I needed something, I didn't even have to say something. She just, did something. I'll use an example. Like with my mom, I was complaining about my mother-in-law taking my plastic cups. Because I only had three of them. I've been reusing them. I'm so cheap. Like I don't want to spend money on stuff I don't have to. If I can just invest my money, which I've been doing. So like, she took one of my cups, and I was so mad. And they ended up taking two. And my mom bought me all plastic cups just to cause to give me some plastic cups. Like it's something little, but it's big, right? Because like
Yeah.
it meant something to me. Like I only had three cups, right? Now I got 20. Like probably more. But you see what I'm saying? I still haven't used them. But like,
Hmm.
like it's little stuff like that. Like my mom has never given me a bad gift. Mine hasn't either. Like they really listen and like figure out what I need and what I want, and they give me exactly what I need and want. But anytime I've ever needed something and wanted something, right, on a holiday like our
Uh-huh.
birthday. So like, but watch this. Like she selects, she works right with eager hands, right. So verse 15 of Proverbs 31. She gets up while it is still night, and she provides for her family and portions for her female servants. So this is key because there's women out in the world, Mel, who think that men are the providers and only men, pay the bills and do stuff like that. Like there's literally, Mel, I should have did it for this video, but I saw an Instagram post and a Facebook post of like it was TikTok too, like of a girl who's on a date and she's telling the man you're supposed to pay. Like he left his wallet at home and he was like, "Can you take care of it?" And she was so mad. She was like, "Men are supposed to pay. What are you doing? Like, why do I have to pay? Like, she's like, you would
Yeah.
take me out and you won't pay for my food. Like, bro, like, what are we talking about? Like, did you say
Right.
marriage? Somebody said marriage is 50-50, right? Like, nah.
Yeah.
Marriage 100-100, like Melvin said. Like, you give it your all. Like, if you got something, you
Yeah.
give it. And if you don't got it, you better figure out how to get it to the other
Right.
person. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, there's so many verses. Somebody just says, "Sean, that ain't biblical." Yeah, it is. It's 1 Corinthians 7. It is in 1 Corinthians 7. It's talking about in verse 4 and 5. It says, "Don't defraud your wife or your husband of what they lack and what they want." It was talking about sexual intercourse, right? But it's sex is something physical that permeates to everything else, because it's spiritual too, right? So like, how you do anything is how you do everything, right? So like, we're talking about sex, right? But it's really permeates in all areas because intimacy is what you're willing to give, right? So like, a good wife and a good husband, like, they don't defraud each other of anything unless they can agree to it. So like, when you get married, you're giving your person everything. You're giving your other person everything you have to offer. You don't leave stuff hiding, out the way. Because I'm gonna save this for later because this ain't gonna work out. Are you kidding me? It's a team effort. Like, see, that's the problem. Like, I'm trying to win championships in life, right? Like, I don't want to be on no losing team. So like, in order to win, you gotta give your all. You gotta give everything you got. You gotta show your hand. It's your wife and your husband. Are you kidding me? Like, you're gonna hide stuff from your wife and husband? Like, this is the person you're supposed to be the most intimate with. And you can be intimate and communicate with them and share everything with them. Why are you married? You gotta do that with God. See, it's a microcosm. Marriage is just a microcosm of your relationship with God. It shows what you lack and what you haven't been doing. That's why we get married, just so we can experience what it's like for the church and Jesus to be together, the Christ and the church to be together. Like, they say all the time, Mel. Like, it's a lot of things. Like, but Proverbs 31 literally just showed, like, what a man does, a woman gotta pick up where he's lacking. Right? It's gonna go there. It's gonna say also the woman considers, like, where the man needs help, and he compliments him. Like, see, he works with them. It's a team effort. It's not a one person doing everything. Like with that girl I was talking about, that video. See, I wasn't ready for this video, but I would have showed it. Like, this girl, man, she was just like, my dad, he would do this. My dad would do that. You should just do this. Like, and she doesn't work. She doesn't do anything. Like, she doesn't contribute at all. All she does is a pretty face. You can just have sex with. That's it. And half the time she don't even do that. That is pathetic.
That's crazy.
Like, there's so much more in marriage than just sex. There's so much more in marriage than just whatever you're looking for. Because like, life's gonna hit you with a lot. Like, and Mel can attest to it. Mel been married a long time. Been in a relationship a long time, bro. Like, longer than just about as long as I've been alive, bro. It's crazy. So like, we were talking about it before this call. Marriage is gonna go through a lot of transitions. Marriage is gonna go through a lot of seasons. And like, if the foundation is off in any kind of way, if there's any dent and crack in the foundation, the littlest thing can cause the whole house to crumble and fall. Like,
Come on now,
so
you
like,
better say that.
You have to do construction. You have to do work. You have to do maintenance. And it's continual.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't stop, right? Because it ain't gonna stop weather from coming. Like, the storms are gonna come. Bad days are gonna come, right? Stuff's gonna happen. Things will change.
Yeah.
But marriage is about finding somebody who you can weather any storm with, and who can work with you and give you any and everything you ever wanted all the time. Like, literally, this verse, I'm gonna go back to it. I should just stay reading it. But this girl,
that'll preach right there, boy. I ain't lying, it will.
Good, not harm, all the days of his life, all the days of her life. She's giving him everything she has all the time. Not when she wants to. So that's another thing. There's one of my favorite photos. Man, I'm gonna let you talk, and I'm gonna look for this photo. One of my favorite photos on Instagram. This is the first photo I ever saw on Instagram. It was a man and a woman who were super old, and like, even on their bad days, the man would still hold up the umbrella and make sure the rain don't hit her. Like, that's something little, right? But even when he's mad at her, he still serves her. Even when he's mad at her, he still provides for her. Same thing for the wife. Like, people, just because you're mad, oh, my feelings. Like, feelings are fickle. Feelings kind of fool you and deceive you to what the task at hand is, right? Go through the process without your feelings and emotions. You got to get it out of it. That's the first thing they said to me in the process, and I didn't agree with it. My dad and one of my dad's friends in the ministry, Reverend Singfield, by the way, Melvin. It says, "Sean, take your
Yeah.
emotions out of it." I didn't agree with it. Like my emotions is my ministry, my it's part of my emotions. No, they're saying, Sean, like if you make things bigger than what they are, you wear your emotions on your sleeves. Like anything can fool you, anything can deter you, anything can waver you. To weather these storms, take your emotion out of it, so you can endure to the end. You're mad
Yeah.
all the time about things. There's a huge ebb and flow. You want to be as mellow as possible. Just be at peace, because it's
Yeah.
rottenness to your bones. Just make it, make it everything bigger than what it is. Stay focused on Jesus,
You ain't
bro.
lying.
Stay focused on the task. Same thing in marriage. Stay focused on loving them. Stay focused on serving them. Stay focused on being a crown instead of rotten to the bones,
Yeah.
right? Being, these petty squabbles, man. Trying to get back at your spouse because they hurt me. Like that's so carnal. You're married.
Yeah.
You're called to love them, no matter what. Do any and everything. Go ahead, Mel. Go ahead.
You right. No, you right. Because if you can't keep cool, how everybody else gonna keep
Right,
cool? If everybody can't keep calm, how everybody's gonna keep
right.
calm? But a lot of people, your kids and your wife, a lot of times, even though the wife is doing this, that, and the other, she's gonna rely on you. And when you can keep it calm, you can keep her calm and everybody else calm. As a, not to be funny, but as the head of the household, that's the only way it's gonna work.
Mm.
That's the only way it's gonna work.
Hey, you said your phone about to die? Man,
Yeah. I think I got like
you don't got a
7%.
charger in?
I don't have one on me.
Man, you
Wait,
can go
hold
ahead and
on.
walk to your house though. You don't gotta wait to go get one.
Wait,
All
hold
right.
on.
But yeah, Mel, go ahead and take care of it. I'll put you back on video when you're ready. All right.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, Proverbs 12 verse 4 mean a lot to me. But let's keep on going with Proverbs 31 because it goes with Proverbs 12. And honestly, I just need to do a lot more videos on Proverbs 31 because there's so much richness and so many valuable things in that text. So let's keep on going, man. So Proverbs 31 verse 16, this good wife, this excellent wife, she's excellent. And this is how she's excellent, man. She considers a field and buys it, and out of her earnings she plants a vineyard, right? She sets about her work vigorously, so she works vigorously. We gotta look up what that word means because I know that's deep, right? So her arms are strong for her task. So, ooh, that is deep. Hands symbolize something deep in the ancient world. I can't remember right now, but so like that's what I was saying. Like if I was just oh, you found a charger, Mel?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to work.
Okay, bet. Yeah, verse 18 of Proverbs 31. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. In her hand, she holds the staff and grasps the spindle with her fingers. She opens her arms to the poor and extends her hand to the needy. See, this is what I was talking about with my mom and Maya, right? Always, these women are these excellent wives, man. The ones that you need to pursue. Like they're willing to give everything to any and everybody that needs it, bro. Especially the people that she loves, right? So when it snows, she has no fear for her household. For all of them are clothed in scarlet. It's because she made preparations. It's because she's been working. It's because she been considering what could happen and she got ready for it. So that's what it's talking about when it snows. So when it gets bad, she's prepared. She doesn't have no reason to be anxious and to be worried.
Right.
She makes coverings for her bed. She is clothed in fine linen and purple. Royalty, by the way, purple. Right? That's what that symbolizes. Her husband is respected at the city gate where he takes his seat among the elders of the land. This is talking about a crown. This is
Yeah.
Proverbs 12:4 again. Her husband is respected. Why? Because his wife has taken care of everything in the home. His wife has his back, has been doing everything for him that he needs and the family needs. So his husband can just serve and do what he needs to do. He can take his seat
Yeah.
among the elders in the land and be respected among the whole city because he got a bad mama jamma as his wife, as his crown, man. She makes
And
linen
proud
garments,
of it.
sells them, and supplies the merchants with sashes. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. See, she's prepared again. She can laugh at the days to come. Why? Because she's crowned. She's ready. She's clothed with strength and dignity, man. She can weather any storm, man. She can endure anything.
May close within 1 hour of when you arrive.
Yeah.
Head northwest on Brittany Park Lane toward Brittany Park Place.
She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. She watches over the affairs of her household and does not eat bread of idleness. So she's not lazy, guys, at all. She has eager hands. She's willing to work. So this type of woman you need to marry. Her children will arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. Many women do mobile things, but you surpass them all. Charm is deceptive. Oh my God, did you guys see this? Goodness gracious, it's gonna stop. It just keeps on going. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Honor her for all that her hands had done, and let her work bring her praise at the city gate. See, that's talking about the city gate again. So everybody respects this whole family because of the work that the wife does. Like, first of all, the man and the wife both have a part to play. No role is bigger than the other, right? Everybody is important, right? So nobody's saying in this video, the husband's neglected or the wife's neglected. No, both are honored and should be, and they're honored based on their actions, because your actions speak louder than your words, right? So you can say you love your spouse, as much as you want. What does your actions say? Your actions speak for themselves, not your words, right? And like, this is what I've been trying to say, man. Like, we just need to do a whole separate video on this, but charm is deceptive. Beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. So like, I'm gonna stop sharing and just talk, right? So like, when it comes to Melvin, let me see if you good over there. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Right. You have somebody talking to you like Alexa or something. So I took you off video. But anyways, yeah, charm is deceptive, beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Like, that's what I was trying to say, guys. Like, so many women make things bigger than what they need to be, like their looks, makeup,
Yeah,
losing weight, BBLs now. You see what I'm saying? Like, they make stuff bigger
no,
than what
man.
they need to be. Like, it's all materialistic things. And the men do it too, Like, we make sex bigger than what they be. We make women bigger than what they are, right? We make having all these hoes in the world bigger than what it should be, having all the women in the world. Like, and those shouldn't be prioritized. That's what children do. That's what this world does. But
Right.
as a man, as a husband and a wife, like, we prioritize different things than the rest of the world. So our rewards are greater, and our respect is greater than everybody else in the world. Or at least it will be in the long run, like in heaven and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So charm, see, that's deceptive. That can fool you. So a woman who look good, just because they look good, don't mean they're good for you.
You
Like,
ain't lying. Come on now.
There's so many women that look like angels, man. And I can say this. We can say the same thing about men. There's so many men that look like gods, right? Hercules. You see what I'm saying? But like, it can fool you. Like, and I be like that sometimes, guys. Like, when you live with the world and you see like the world sees, like, you can look at somebody and be like, man, I could love them. I could be with them. Man, they look so good. Cause that's what lust will fool you, man. But like,
Right.
when you let the spirit lead you, you can't go based on looks. There's so much more that needs to be factored in, right? So beauty is fleeting because beauty is fleeting.
Yeah.
It doesn't stay.
Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead, Mel.
No, go ahead. Finish. I'm gonna say something what you just said though.
All right, but like, yeah, and I'll end it after this. But like, with beauty, like, that fleeting part is so powerful because, like, you think it's talking about your looks will fade away. No, it's deeper than that. Because you could be married to Beyonce and you done have sex with her enough for a man. Like, that's we conquered already. Like, after we had sex, I would say about 150 times. Like, we good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And now I want something else. That's what lust does. As a man, you can't operate like that no more. So that's why beauty is fleeting. You're the baddest woman ever to exist. But after you done had sex with them enough, it's what else is it? So it has to go deeper than that. So beauty is fleeting because of that. Like, you guys know when you get a new toy, get a new car, like, it's new, but that newness wears off quick because then you get something else.
It does.
So like that's life. That's the whole point of this life. Like we can't go based off looks. It has to be deeper,
Yeah.
right? Because it's deceptive, right? Go ahead, Mel.
I was gonna tell you, it's funny you said that because First Samuel, God was talking to Samuel when he was trying to pick out his king. After
Yeah.
Saul had messed up, he was picking it out. And God told Samuel, hey, go over here to this city. I want you to get this dude, this young man. I want you to pick to be the next king. So he
Mhm.
looked at David's big brothers, and they look good. He was like, nah. God like, nah, I don't look at looks because I'm looking at their heart.
Right.
And that's why he picked David, because of his heart. He didn't pick that because he looked good. He picked him because of his heart. And that's
Right.
what we gotta look at, is their heart. Where is their heart at? Is their heart inside the relationship? Is their heart about building this relationship? Is their heart about keeping and maintaining this relationship? You know, so it's in the Bible. It's in the
Right.
Bible.
And guys, this is a proverb, bro. It'd be different if it was just some other like fairy tale book, bro. No, a proverb. I already told you. It's giving you all the cheat codes of life. It's telling you,
Yeah,
if you marry this is what you're gonna get.
right.
And that it can save you so much heartache and pain. Like you see what the qualities of a Proverbs 31 woman is. So the question is, are you a Proverbs 31 woman? Because
Yeah.
I would argue, I don't care if you say you are or not, but if you say you are, like how much stuff are you lacking when it comes to being a Proverbs
Yeah.
31 woman? Like this woman has it going on. So she has money. She don't need her husband for money. Right? She works and toils for her. She works and toil not just for herself, because she can provide for any and everybody that she, is responsible to, like her husband and children, right?
Yeah.
And she doesn't have a sense of idleness in her, and she's always working and providing for her family all the time. She don't take days off, right? And she does it to the point to where she's not worried at all because, like, no matter what, when the snow comes or not, like, she done did enough work that everybody's taken care of. So
Yeah.
like, so there's so much. What we're trying to get at is like, there's so much more in marriage than just love and being booed up and sex. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like marriage is filled with a lot of landmines. You have to learn how to navigate
Hmm.
through the landmines, man. Like, and then also like when it comes to like who you're in a relationship with and stuff like that, man. Like, if something's off, like it's gonna rot and affect the whole relationship eventually. So like
Yeah.
you have to get rid of the landmines. You have to work on your weaknesses, the gaps, right, and close them
Yeah.
in to become one, right? And that's the beautiful thing about marriage and relationships. Like, it's two people be coming together, cleaving each other, like Melvin tried to bring out with Genesis 2:24. Like, you're cleaving each other, right? So like,
Hmm.
I'm trying to paint you guys the picture. Like, when you become one, like you guys are working on things. You're trying to improve. Like, you're trying to fix the gaps and the holes in the relationship, so that when stuff does hit the fan, because it will, when crap hits the fan, like you guys can weather any storm because you both prepared for it. And it's in every relationship, every marriage. Like, you have to work on things to like perfect and prolong the relationship because it's a team effort. So like, if the morale of the team's off, it's because something's rotten. It's because something hasn't been taken care of. Like, there's a lot of stuff that was listed
Yeah.
in Proverbs 31:10-31. You can't tell me you do every single one of those things and you met every single one of those things. Like, maybe there was a season where you done it, but like, I'm talking about right now. So like, you got a lot of work to do. Same thing for a man. It's no different. Like, so, but it's a team effort. Because you can't tell me you got all the money in the world you're taking care of. Well, why you still work then? Like, okay, what about the kids? Because something has to
Yeah.
go. You can't do
Yeah.
everything, right? Something has to give. So like, but it's a balancing act, and you don't have to do it alone because two's better than one. The Ecclesiastes,
Yeah.
4,
There
verse
you
12.
go.
So it's talking about marriage again, relationships. So like, this is the beautiful thing about relationships. So let's go back to Proverbs 12:4. Unless you got something else, Mel. You good?
You know, Jill Scott said, I'm gonna say this real quick and I'm gonna be quiet, but Jill Scott had a song out called I Need You. I think that's the
All
name
right.
of it. And in
Yeah.
there, she's talking about she can do this, she can do that, she can do this, she can do that, she can do this, but she needs you to help our son be a man.
Mm,
And that's our role. When what you were just saying, that's the first thing I thought about. She
mm,
need him to help her to help our son be a man.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And I was trying to say, guys, like,
I'm sorry, go ahead and paint your picture.
nah, you good. Like, so let's go back to Proverbs 12:4. So that's the whole point of this video. So verse of the day, and we're breaking down this Proverbs 12:4. And I did Proverbs 31, so you guys can see the qualities of what an excellent, noble wife is. Like, and I haven't. There'll be different videos we do with it because, like, first of all, like, what does noble mean? What does virtuous mean? And virtuous to me just means
Yeah.
like, is a woman who, first of all, is versatile, who does a lot of things. So virtuous, like, if virtue is a very broad term. It's not a one thing that you do. It's not a one quality. It's many. Virtuous, right? And it's all good qualities, all excellent things, right? So that's what a virtuous and excellent wife is. Like, she's worthy of honor. She's worthy to be praised, just like Proverbs 31 says.
Yeah.
And she's worthy to be worn as a garment, as a crown. And think about that. Like, she's so bad. So one of my favorite songs ever is Bad Mama Jamma, right? And who is that by? She's a bad Mama Jamma.
Cool in the game?
Yeah. No, Carl Carlton, the original one. She's a bad Mama Jamma.
Who's that?
Carlton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's a bad Mama Jamma. Her body measurements are perfect in every dimension. She's got a figure that's sure enough getting attention. She's poetry in motion, a beautiful sight to see. I get so excited viewing her anatomy. So that's talking about in a worldly sense, like lusting after her body, but no, it's deeper than that. Like,
Yeah.
she has so many qualities and so many stuff going for her that she's just off the chain. She's a bad Mama Jamma, just the finest thing she could be. Hey, she's a bad Mama Jamma. Oh, she's just as fine as she could be. You know, she's built, she's stacked. Oh, she's stacked all the curves that a men like. You know, got all the curves that men like. All right, so you guys get it. So like the Proverbs 31 woman, bro, like a woman that you want, an excellent wife, worthy wife, man. She's built for things that not every woman's built for. She has character that every woman has. She has qualities that every woman wishes they had, but don't. So when you marry
Right.
them, like, you don't just wear them. It's you brag about it. You can show it off. It's seen and revealed. And it's revered. You see what I'm saying? It's honored, appreciated. Because everybody can see, boy, she got it going on. So that's
Mm-hmm.
married. Like, and you got so many people that are marrying people who, you know, they're not built for anything. They have no character. Like, they're baddies. You know, there's nothing good about being a baddie. Like, just a beautiful face with an attitude, always fighting and getting in little petty matters because their priorities are off. You know, I'll
Yeah.
never let a woman talk about me. I'm gonna get at her. Like, you know, she's with my man. Like, you wouldn't be talking to a man like that. You know, because you have
Right.
so much respect for yourself. You wouldn't, because you know your value, right? Like, yeah, this is so deep, guys. Let's go back to Proverbs 12:4. An excellent wife, a virtuous wife, worthy of honor, is a crown for her husband. But she who shames him with her foolishness is like rottenness in his bones. That's the Amplified Bible, right? So, like, a woman who brings shame to you and embarrasses you, that's somebody who doesn't do their job. Because, you know,
Yeah.
marriage is work and it ain't easy. And
Yeah,
if
I ain't.
work, it don't stop. So you got to keep on showing up, even when you got an attitude and you're mad at everybody. Like,
Yep.
bro, it doesn't. You have to do. You have to do it because you signed up for it. You said it on your marriage day, like, I'll love them till death do us part and all that stuff, right? Like, did you guys hear the vows that you made? Like, bro, like, it's crazy. Like,
Man.
you have to go back to it because, like, that's what marriage is. You remember the task at hand until the job's done. Like, so,
Yeah.
like, I'm trying to say, man, like, with rottenness in the bones, I'm gonna go back to that. Like, man, there's so much stuff that can kill off a relationship. But you know
Yeah,
the
it can.
that can really kill off a relationship when somebody neglects their duties and their
Yeah,
obligations that the other person expects and it's been agreed upon. So they like you have kids, both of you two have responsibility. That's not a negotiable. There's nothing that could ever happen that you're like, well, I can neglect my kids on any for the husband or wife. Like you know what I'm saying? So like
that's
do
sad.
your job. That's an excellent quality to do your job. Mel, do you have
Yeah.
anything else, man? Because like this is a continual
Nah,
thing.
nah,
Yeah.
you good, man. You painted that picture, boy. I ain't lying. You stroked that mug. Good
Yeah,
grief.
but it's deep though. Like you can go so deep with it, man. Like, and honestly, like this is just a start of like talking about Proverbs 12:4 because like it's just so much to say with it, man. Like,
Yeah.
because like, what do you want in a wife? Like, do you want a crown or do you want somebody that literally is killing you off every day?
You
It's
ain't lying.
the same thing for a man. Like, and then if let's just go there. Like, if you're struggling in your marriage right now, like if there's stuff killing it off, cut it off because the only way to kill off rottenness is to cut it from the whole entire
Yeah,
thing, the whole entire body, wherever it's rotten at. It has to cease and
right.
stop. You can't keep it going because it'll just spread and ruin everything else. So, like, this is a proverb. Like, this ain't my opinion. This is God's word. He's literally putting you on
Yeah,
game to have a long-lasting relationship. I have a long-lasting marriage. This is why marriages don't work out because, like, I mean, you got to cut stuff off at the source, and a lot of people aren't willing to cut stuff off. Like, and that's not even just talking about like I know that picture that was painted. Let's go a different picture. Like, there's just certain people you don't need to entertain. There's just certain people who aren't worth being in a relationship with. They're not worthy of you because you're worth so much, and you have to be willing to cut those things off, right? To get
yeah,
the virtuous and worthy person for you, right? So yeah, that's this video, man. Like, you want a crown or do you want somebody that's gonna bring you shame? Because the
right.
minute you settle, you get less than what you settle for.
Yeah,
So you might as well just wait until you get the best thing possible. And when you do get the best thing possible, you gotta still do maintenance. You gotta still do construction. You gotta still do the work. It doesn't stop, and it
yeah,
gets harder. Let's just put it that way too, because you haven't been to a lot of places with this person before, right? So it's a lot of growing pains, a lot of hardships you got to face. But like, is the foundation strong enough for you guys to weather any storm? And that takes you both doing your part in whatever way that is, because
yep,
every marriage and relationship is different. So like, you can't
yep,
neglect the most important things because the minute you do, so don't even bother giving your attention to things that are detrimental to your relationship because it's rottenness and it's just going to
yeah,
corrode, spread in some kind of way in your marriage. So you have to cut things off. So that's the beautiful part of marriage. Like, it's the fruits of the spirit again: self-discipline, self-control, patience, uh, virtue. Like, these are fruits of the spirit. This is how you know it's God ordained because
yeah,
like there's a certain way you have to operate, and when you operate like this, you get greater rewards than what you would have. You just would have been selfish, doing your own thing. Because you can't tell me like there's a reward. Oh, okay. I was about to say, Mel, you can't tell me like every time you get a divorce, it's a blessing. Like, but I mean, there is some cases where that is. But like, who gets married to? Yeah, I'm gonna divorce them. Like, I mean, some people probably would do that, but you guys see what I'm saying? Like, why would you waste time marrying somebody you're just gonna divorce them? Don't you want it to work out? So yeah, I'll leave it at that, man. You good, Mel? All right, guys. Well, that's the video.
said
Yeah.
got cut it off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're frozen.
That's
Okay.
the main reason, huh?
I said you were frozen. I couldn't hear you.
Car. Am I still
Like,
frozen?
nah, you good. I can hear you
Can
now.
you hear me now?
Yeah.
That, that's the main reason why you gotta make your wife your best friend.
Mm.
You know, otherbody else be your best friend. Now you can have associates, whatever, but when you make your wife your best friend, especially a dude who's single, there's nothing compared to you and your wife. And when you make your wife your best friend, what you do to your best friend, y'all have fun with each other. Y'all do stuff together, this, that, and the other. Y'all build on each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the main reason why you have your wife as your best friend. And then a lot of times people have problems in marriage because they don't want to let stuff go. They don't want to quit going to the club. don't want to go over their friend's house and stay to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning drinking beer, coming home sloppy drunk. They don't want to stop some of the stuff they was doing in the single life. They want to pick and choose, but then when it breaks down, they don't understand why their marriage ain't working. Why are they having so many problems in their marriage? Because, like you said, they don't want to cut it off. They don't want to cut it off. They don't want to stop living that single life, but straddle that fence of marriage and single life. You can't straddle fence. When you make that covenant with her, especially if you did it in the church, you not only made the covenant with her, but you made a covenant with God. So when you're not working for that covenant with her, then you're being displeasing to God.
Yeah, man. Our next video is gonna be good, bro. I already got the next video, so I'm gonna let you guys wait on it. But Mel said the next topic already. But you guys know the drill, man. That's Melvin Hart, man. That's Melvin freaking Hart, bro. Reverend Melvin Hart Jr. now. All right. So I want you guys to do us a favor and go to our YouTube channel, Uplift past Crossroads. If you want to hear from Melvin way more, you can hear from him way more. You guys can't see him right now. We're gonna get the video fixed, right? but Uplift past Crossroads, you can get way more of me and Melvin. Like, we're gonna be tearing up videos like this all the time. It's just a matter of when. He's gonna be preaching a sermon tomorrow. So scroll down to our podcast on Uplift past Crossroads, and you can see Melvin has his own playlist right here. So just click on that playlist to watch and listen to way more of his videos and sermons and stuff like that. So where is that? It's right here. All right, Melvin Hart Jr. Right, and then also the links in the description of the video. All these playlists I'm talking about. Verses of the day. If you enjoyed this video, check out even more verses that we covered as well on this playlist. Verses of the day or verse of the day. Right, Book of Proverbs. I told you guys my favorite chapter in the Bible. If you guys want to be put on game about life and be prosperous and successful, check out this playlist. Listen to all the videos. I will promise I will always be hitting you guys with Book of Proverbs, man. That will never stop. Wait till I preach sermons on them. They're gonna be really good. So like, we got 60 videos now on Book of Proverbs. Then Proverbs 12. I mean, we only have four humble videos now, but after adding this video, so yeah, check out that. Then also befriend Melvin on Facebook, and if you guys got any questions, just DM him or me on our Facebook pages. You know, Melvin Hart Jr. Mine's Sean Christopher Jenkins. Let me go to it real quick if I find it. Right, send us a DM on Facebook, and then also here go my other social media platforms. All right, but anyways. Yeah, that's the video, guys. We'll talk to you guys later. I pray you guys enjoyed it and you guys were put on game about, you know, relationship, dating advice, marriage advice, and all that stuff. So we'll hit you guys. We'll make way more of that some other time. All right, peace out, man.